And if it wasn't for these leaves on the trees, people would probably see me up here. But this is prime bedding cover right here. We got cattails, we got small bushes. I went in here during the springtime. I located a bunch of really good looking beds and trails. A handful of rubs. I think I saw a rub on my way in. I mean, if somebody was looking, they could see me really easily. Second time that truck drove by, probably wanted to know where I'm hunting at. You could see there's some major trailage in here, but right there is a doe bed. But let me show you this bed up here. It's a really big matted down area right there. You can see the trail going right up through there. How it's sitting up right in that silver maple. So I'm just gonna look and see if I can find any rubs coming out. Confirm that there's a good buck in the area. I got a fresh tree stand right there. So there's probably a high likelihood that he was hunting it opening day. He kind of chopped the woods down trying to make lanes for himself though. I try not to even snip twigs or anything up in my tree, but not everybody goes by the same set of rules. Got some fresh prints, but they're doe. Not seeing much of anything for sign. I know there's big bucks around, but you can't kill a buck with a bow when you just know he's around. It's been raining for like the past week. You can read tracks pretty good and tell what's hopping and what's not. I'm not seeing any tracks hardly on these trails. Unless I see something significant that changes my mind, I think we're gonna go peel out and try a different spot this evening. Well, I don't have a lot of battery left in my GoPro. It is October 6th. I'm on my way to my evening spot. It's a really big piece of public. I got a couple of dead cameras so I can go in there and swap the cards out and put some new batteries in them. So far, so good. You can definitely tell some people are in here opening day, but there wasn't anybody in the pull-in when I got here, so. I think I caught that coon off guard. Still here, that's a good sign. I finally got in a tree. It's pretty much right where my trail camera was, but the downside is that I kind of walked all around this tree really looking for a good trail or some sign of some sort. Just couldn't find anything, and it's so thick in here. My visibility is terrible on the ground anywhere other than this spot. This spot is on the edge of a logging trail, so I can see, I don't know, 30 yards. But on top of getting my ground scent everywhere, the wind is like horrible. It keeps blowing west, which it's supposed to be blowing east, but it just is swirling real bad. I jumped a small group of deer on the way in that was tucked up in some of this thick stuff, and I could have swore I thought I heard a deer jump up in the cattails later on. It's just a pain to get back here is all. It took me an hour just to walk back here. I am not shooting does back here. I'd have to, forget it. This is supposed to be my best spot. The historical sign in here and the rubs from last year is absolutely unreal. I scouted it late winter, early spring, stumbled upon a pile of sign on this point of dry ground going out into the swamp. So I threw a couple cameras up here, got one picture of a big buck that I know of. He's not even that big, he's like 130-ish. I mean, there's a good chance that big deer that was making all that sign could have died and he's just not around anymore. That's very, very likely.